Hey.
Who are you? What do you want? I'm not going back. I won't. Tell them I won't.
Easy, easy. I'm not here to cause trouble.
That's what you expect me to believe. But as soon as my back's turned, you will drag me there, bury me again. Bury me with them.
You said you don't want to go back. Back to where?
Hawkins didn't send you. He wants me to go back digging there. But how can I go back? They will take me again.
Well, Hawkins does want you back at work.
I knew it, but I won't go. You can forget it.
You want something to be afraid of? Really afraid of?
There's nothing you can do that's close to what those spirits will do to me. I can't go back there. No one knows how to stop the ancients. It's not courage I need. I'm not afraid. Staying away from them isn't about fear. Find someone else for the job. Send Dwight. He doesn't hear them. He doesn't believe. But you'd better know, the spirits will come for you, and there is no protection.
Who is them?
Them. The ancients. They're everywhere. Just listen. The screams, the whispering. I wish I couldn't hear it. I wish they weren't speaking to me.
Take a few deep breaths. Relax, okay?
Can't you see? It's all around us. The panic, people dying, the creatures. Can't you see that? They will rise from their graves to avenge themselves on the living. The ruins that have risen from the ground. Who do you think made that happen? And they are but a herald. Soon they will show themselves. Then we will all be doomed.
Something is happening, but I've seen no evidence of spirits. What whispering? What are you talking about?
It's those temples, rising from the ground. The voices came from them. Who is it whispering? The ancients. All the things they find, the temples, they're from the ancients. And those idiots want me to dig them up, to desecrate their graves. The ancients have been disturbed. What do you think is causing these storms? And who knows how to fight them? Who knows what can stop them?
Aha. I have something that will protect you from the ancients.
There is no protection.
That's not what the mages say. They've been searching for objects like this amulet, for a way to protect us all.
That's just a cheap necklace.
Have a closer look.
How can this protect me?
This is what people have been searching the ruins for. Answers. For protection.
And they found something?
Yes. Objects with the power of the ancients, objects like this amulet, will protect you. The mages guarantee you'll remain 100% spirit-free. But we need to find more of these. More artifacts, so everyone can be safe.
Yes, of course.
That's why it's important for you to have this. If we're to protect everyone, we need you to look for things at the excavation site.
Of course. I'll do it. I'll help protect everyone.
Yeah! You alone out here?
What?
Are you alone out here?
Yeah, don't yell, I'm deaf. You seen my full of beer glass thing goes smash if you drop it.
You're drunk.
So, I'd rather be dead drunk than dead, and we're all gonna die soon anyway. You wait. When the white robe shows up, we'll all be as dead men.
Wide robes.
Yeah, the white robes, white, from the Inquiz.
Inquisition?
Yeah. What do white robes want in a swamp? Huh? They'll end up brown robes. Ha! Stinking swamp.
Yeah. And what can you tell me about the white robes?
They're everywhere. Came from the sea, from the mainland, and now they're sweeping across the island, wrecking everything. Huh.
Have you ever met a white robe?
Are you insane? Huh? I'd run like a stabbed rat if I ever saw one.
I can believe it.
Where's that damn bottle? It's my bottle. Give it back, you stinking swamp.
Don't you think you've had enough?
Enough? Enough? Oh, I can't drink enough. Have you been to the Don's camp? I can tell you once you've spent a couple of days there. You'll start on the sauce too, believe me. If you'd been there, you'd be me.
Why? What's wrong with the camp?
Bunch of total arsehole bastards. Always screwing each other over. I don't trust a single one of them. The worst bastard is Brogar. A nasty piece of work. He's a bastard's bastard.
Tell me more about this Brogar.
The whole damn place is under his thumb. Officially.
Officially?
Officially, yeah. Officially, he's just the boss of the fighters. The Don's lieutenant. But he's more than that. Every man there's terrified of him. Even his shadow's scared of him. Because that Brogar, he wants to replace the Don, doesn't he? Yeah, he does.
Right. You seem to know a lot about Brogar.
More than you think, and not just about Brogar. You get me more beer, and then I'll really tell you something.
I get you more beer and I'll be lucky to understand you. I'll see what I can do. Shouldn't you be hunting?
Damn it, don't you start. Everything's going to hell, and I'm supposed to go hunting? No way! I'd rather sit here and have a little drink-a-dink-a-doo.
If you start hunting, I'll give you a beer.
Nope. That'll mean I gotta move, and I'm not moving. You do it.
Get hunting, or I'll get unpleasant.
Wait!
I'm waiting.
What? Right. You go and deal with these rats. They're over south of here. If you come back, I'll give you 30 cold groins. What do you think?
Those furry little rats you were worried about, they won't be looking at you funny again.
Hey, that was fast. You're a pretty good hunter. Here, 30 gold coins.
That's only 25.
Yeah? Oh, well, it's all I've got. I had 30 once.
You mean a beer bottle?
That's what I said. You got bad hearing, you know that. The bottle was right. It was here. No, here somewhere.
Here, one beer for some information.
Hey, you got one. You're beautiful.
Here, this bottle's on me.
I thank you. You are a gentleman, sir. A poet, and you're definitely not an arsehole.
Thanks. Here, you're a hunter. Or you were. Teach me something about it.
Now you're talking. When I got time, I'll do just that.
So, why is everyone so afraid of Brogar?
Ha! Why'd you think? He's the strongest fighter in the camp. No one can beat him.
How do you think I can get Brogar to fight me in the arena?
You can't be serious. Ha! He'll turn you into mincemeat and then dance on all the little pieces.
Just tell me what I need to know.
The only thing that'll make a man like that come out of his shell, little shell, like a snail. I like snails, all silver trails in the moonshine. Light. Proceed.
What will make him come out of his shell?
Who? Oh! Fear, isn't it? You know, fear of losing control. He wants control of the camp. If someone comes and takes control, that'll piss him off. He'll want to show he's boss. Grind them into the dirt all the way in. Head first. Pull their head off and, you know, down their neck. You try this, or beat his fighters in the arena. That'll scare him too. Get him out of his shell.
Right. Thanks. I'm looking for some pieces of a sword blade. Old, decorated with gold.
They're everywhere. Everyone's got one. Well, not Hawkins. Or Jan. Or Rachel. Or Craig has one. I've seen it. It's quite big. And that moron has one as well.
What moron?
Dorgan. He's got a piece, moron. Of course Brogar has one. You'd have to take him apart to get it. And me. I've got one too.
You have one. I'll give you a beer for the piece of sword blade.
No way! What do you think I am, an idiot? It's easily worth 2.
I'm looking for Dorgan, the fighter.
That moron, he off into a cave that way, east of here. He went in, just didn't come out. Wouldn't surprise me if something is in there and ate him. The damn fool.
To the east of here, you say?
I was sleeping.
Thought you might like to know Dwight's gone back to work.
He has? That's almost a miracle. But well done. Here, take these coins.
Your gratitude is boundless. Brannon has returned to work.
I saw. Good. Good work.
I thought you'd be pleased.
I am. Oh, take this. You deserve payment.
Enrico is back working at the excavation site.
How did you manage that?
Let's say he took some persuading, but saw sense.
Well, I suppose you need to have some gold for that.
Right. They're all back at work. Things should get moving now.
That is good work. That'll keep Beppo and his cronies off my back.
You know, if I were you, I'd sort your problems with Brogar and be quick about it. If you don't, well, let's just say everyone will be betting on Brogar.
You might want to change your odds. You don't want to bet against me. Have you come across a piece of a sword blade?
The one Oscar's trying to piece together. He wants to make a sword for the Don, I believe.
And?
And I might have a piece of it. Oscar tried to buy it from me, in fact. But he wasn't offering enough, so I thought I'd hang on to it.
Will you sell me your piece of the sword?
It'd have to be for, no less than 100 gold.
I'll give it some thought.
That's the deal.
I want to make a bet.
Fabulous. What do you want to gamble on?
I'll fight Ricardo and win.
Well, that's not too hard a prospect. Lousy odds, so your winnings won't be great.
You look tired.
And you look ugly. Piss off.
What are you doing here?
I'm admiring the view. Great view. That's why we get all these tourists.
Ha! That and the friendly locals. Nice warm fire, this. Nice and safe.
Brogar sends you to get on my nerves.
You don't care you're making him angry?
Angry? Oh no. I'm pissing my pants.
Shouldn't you be standing guard by the swamp farm?
Piss off.
I don't care what you think of Brogar, but you see, now I am telling you to get out on guard duty.
You are?
That's right.
There's a reason Brogar didn't come himself. Now I'll show you.
All right then, you bastard. Straight. Yeah. Yeah. Impressive. Yeah. That's it. Good work. Yeah. Strike. Impressive. Impressive. Yeah. Strike. That's it. Yeah. Impressive. Show a degree of talent. That's going to get you in trouble.
Are you gonna stand guard now, or are we gonna fall out?
I'm going.
I challenge you to a fight in the arena.
I'm supposed to fight you again. All right. If I have to.
All right then, you bastard.
I'm sticking to guard duty from now on.
That makes me feel safe.
Bastard.
About your hunting.
Lewis isn't going to stop drinking anytime soon.
I know. But when he's sober, or even when he's half cut, he's a damn good hunter.
Both your hunters are back out doing their job.
Are they? You work fast.
Your team's not the best I've seen.
You take what you find. They're what I found. As for your training, maybe I can help.
About Brogar. Word has it that Brogar wants to replace the Don.
That much is obvious. There isn't a man in the place who hasn't worked that out. But it's not something anyone says out loud. Words can get you killed.
Ricardo's made of rice paper and spit. You'll find tougher. Here, your winnings.
I want to make a bet. I'll fight Lorenzo in the arena.
That'll be worth watching.
I challenge you to fight in the arena.
No chance. Find someone else.
Lorenzo won't fight me. He knows I beat him before and I'll do it again.
You could always try again. All it costs is a little pride and a little gold. Here, your money back.
I want to make a bet. I'm ready to face you in the arena.
There's gold on the table. How can I refuse? Let me know when you want this to start.
I want to fight you. Right now.
Well, that sounds serious. Meet me in the arena. The arena is the only place we'll fight. Got that? And if you leave the arena during the fight, you lose. May the worthiest fighter win. Now you die!
You think it'll be one-sided? Let's find out.
You bastard. That gear is mine. I'll consider that your winnings, you bastard.
I want to make a bet. I'm ready to face Domingo in the arena.
Now there's a fight should bring in some wages. Good luck.
Let's try a few rounds in the arena.
Are you that keen to get a kicking?
You want me to fight you again? Without being paid? Nah, forget it. I'm not interested in doing that again. Nothing new for you.
Domingo will have learned to respect you. Your win took him by surprise. And me, here, your winnings. I don't like paying out, but you did what you bet you'd do.
Nobody will face me in the arena.
That's one of the biggest compliments they can pay you.
Yes, but I haven't faced Broga.
Ah, that's a different world altogether. Brogar won't fight just for the hell of it. His position in camp is built on his brawn and his ruthlessness. He can't afford for anyone to beat him in combat. It'd weaken his power, so he's wary, as you should be.
I know what I'm doing.
You'd better.
I want to make a bet. I think I can beat Brogar in the arena.
I think he'd turn you into paste. But first you'd have to get him to fight you. That's hard enough.
I'll find a way. Seems like your fighters could use a few lessons too.
Okay, so you ain't bad. Give you a few years, you might be as good as me. Maybe. Domingo. You just don't get the caliber of raw killer you used to. They've all gone soft in this swamp.
Why are you making Sam saw wood for you?
What business is it of yours, little fish?
He needs to hunt. If he doesn't, we'll all starve.
And if I don't get wood for my fire, I'll be pissed off. You're pissing into the wind if you wait for Rachel to organise anything. You want something here, you have to take it.
Yeah, I'm beginning to understand that. I found Dorgan.
Yeah? Where is the lazy bastard?
He's dead. His body's in a cave near the swamp.
Oh, well, if it keeps some swamp creature feeding off my back, it'll be the first useful thing he's done. Now, did he have anything on him? Anything at all?
Yes, I found a very interesting list in his pocket.
Did you now? And where is it?
What's the worry? This protection racket of yours is all approved, isn't it?
You don't want to play games with me. Just give me that list.
All right, here's the list Dorgan had.
You're smart. Were you smart enough not to tell anyone else about this list?
I didn't tell anyone.
And it'll stay that way if you know what's good for you.
Anything else for me to do?
Well, maybe one thing, if you're up to it.
Try me.
Okay. But don't say I didn't warn you. Have you ever collected funds generously donated by those grateful for their security?
Generously donated security funds. You mean protection money?
Shush! Not so bloody loud.
Who are you protecting?
What do you care?
You want me to do this job or not?
Maybe you can succeed where that damn Dorgan failed. Well, all the folks in this camp who ain't fighters, go and tell them their monthly payment is due. Collect it, then bring the gold back to me. Simple.
I'll take the job.
But can I trust you? Could be you're a shifty little fish.
I'll do it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I want it done, and I want it done right.
Did you know Ricardo isn't at his post? At the swamp excavation site?
You telling tales now?
Just being helpful.
Well, unless you've got orders from me, stay out of my business.
Clay's taken over from Phil on guard duty.
Good. Pair of useless arseholes.
So about that little job I'm doing for you. What if I run into problems?
It's your job, so it's your problem. I'm owed 200 gold. I don't care how you get it. Squeeze it out of them or find it another way. But don't come back with any less.
Right. Should I collect money from Sam?
No, Sam works for me. Good man. Knows the value of being discreet about his work.
Got it. Who exactly am I meant to be collecting from?
You got a hole in your head? Anyone who isn't one of my boys. Oscar the Smith, the workers, Hawkins, Enrico, Brannan and Dwight, the hunters, Doug and Lewis, and that swamp farmer Robar and his farmhand Obel. And hurry it up.
About Brogar. Brogar's demanding protection money from people and wants me to collect it.
You need Brogar on your side, but you don't want to end up like Dorgan.
Dorgan?
Dorgan was the last one to collect protection money for Brogar. Now he's disappeared.
Dorgan is dead. I found him in a cave.
Well, protection rackets aren't known for being safe things to get involved in.
It looked like wild animals had killed him.
Be careful. You don't want to end up like that.
Thanks. That advice isn't exactly easy to follow. Brogar sent me to collect the money you owe him.
So, he's got you working for him. Thought you might have a bit more sense. Here, take it. Hope you choke on it.
Lewis, he drinks a bit, doesn't he?
Often, yes. But it's how he gets his iron. Don't ask me how, but it works for him. And he really is the best teacher around.
If you say so. I'm afraid none of the fighters will come to help you.
Oh, yeah. I thought so. For fighters, they aren't very keen on fighting. Thanks for trying, though.
I'm here to collect you-know-what, Brannon. Pay up.
Brogar got you collecting now, has he? Okay, I'll pay. But I actually want protecting this time.
Brogar wants his money.
Take my gold. Take everything. But leave me alone.
Your protection money is due. Hand it over.
Yeah, here you are. Don't need to get rough.
You could just tell me the information, as a friend.
The only friend you've got in this swamp are the mosquitoes. Yeah, and they suck your blood.
What? I'll need your protection money for this month.
We work, we feed you, we bring you wood, and you still screw us workers for gold.
Brogar wants his protection money.
Here, take it, and leave me in peace.
Do you owe Brogar some protection money?
For what? I don't need that great lummox to protect me.
Maybe not then. Forget I said it.
Brogar, I won't tolerate any of his business schemes. If I find out he's up to something and you're involved, I'll go straight to the Don. Got it?
Got it. I sorted out your crate delivery problem.
Really? Well, thanks. Good to see someone's applying themselves. Tell you the truth, I ain't sure why the Don wants all this gold. Ain't like there's much to spend it on in a swamp.
Not that I've seen.
Anyway, you've put me in a generous mood. Here's a little advance on your share.
About your camp.
Your deliveries of artifact crates will be starting again.
Thanks. I didn't want to worry Esteban about that. Not after everything that's happened.
The workers had downed tools, but I've got Brannon and Enrico to start work again.
Good. One less worry. Here, take this. You'll need it.
By the way, Brogar is forcing Sam to work for him instead of hunting. He's sawing wood for Brogar's fire. That's why you've not been getting the meat you need.
Damn Brogar! I thought he was trying to undermine Esteban. He'd be nothing without the Don, and now I need that meat.
What do you want to do about it?
Me? You do what you can. There'll be a full-on rebellion if stomachs go empty. If you want to help out, get me meat and get Sam back out hunting.
Brogar is refusing to help the workers. They're being attacked by the creatures in the swamp.
That sounds like him. Wouldn't want to risk his precious fighters to protect the workers. This is all grist to the mill. Keep an eye on him. There's bound to be more.
More? It doesn't look like anyone is doing their job in this camp. Lewis claims Brogar wants to replace the Don.
Brogar's always been trouble, but since we've been in this swamp, Esteban's absence has really lowered morale. It gets tongues wagging and hands lazy. I wish he could see that. Talk to the men. This could be just the thing to get Esteban going again. Show him how bad things have got. But I'm going to need more proof than the word of a drunken hunter.
I'm here for Brogar's money.
What? Running Brogar's errands is no way to make friends here. Now they've got you collecting gold.
Whatever you say. Now give me the money.
Here, and I hope a geiger bites you in the arse.
Craig has a piece of the sword blade the Don wants.
So he says. But that bastard won't part with it cheap if he has got it.
You knew he had a piece of the blade.
Nothing happens in this camp without someone mouthing about it. You didn't pay him, did you?
Does that matter?
Well, they say a fuckwit and his money are soonest parted.
Are you one of the fighters here?
I am out here. When we were in the town, well, sleight of hand's more my thing. Combat's for boneheads. I have a few real skills. Sneaking, opening locks, picking pockets. Proper, honest skills. No violence needed.
Sounds good. Clay is taking over your post.
About time. Thanks. Here's something for you. Always pay your debts. Now, I need a rest.
I want to be a better thief. Can you teach me how to open locks?
Of course. Many locks have a bolt that you have to push down in order to be able to open the lock. Then you can poke in all directions with your lockpick until the lock is open. But be careful. If you push in the wrong direction, the lockpick may break.
What can you teach me about picking more difficult locks?
The principle is the same. Push down the bolt and then try to crack the lock with the lockpick. Of course, these locks are a lot more complicated. Locks like that are expensive, but it means they often guard valuable things.
Can you teach me about pickpocketing?
Well, first off, you can't rob someone who is keeping an eye on his purse. Fastest way to trouble.
That much I'd worked out for myself.
All right. Try talking to them, okay? Ask them a question. Keep their concentration, their eyes on you. Then you can lift the loot.
What else can you teach me about pickpocketing?
Swift and gentle. You've got to be relaxed. Look stressed and your victim will pick up on it, and you're more likely to make a hash of it. Practice your moves. Then, when it comes to it, you can picture what you need to do. That'll help you be more relaxed.
Yeah! Yeah!
Hey, you got a smoke?
If I did, why the fuck would I give it to you? Piss off.
New here, right?
It's that easy to tell.
Ah. Don's boys already got on your nerves, eh? They're just bored. No imagination, you see.
What do you do here?
I tend the bruggelweed here on Robar's farm. It's not the most noble of plants, but it's versatile. You can brew beer with it. You can, should you be of a mind, smoke it as well. The smoke has special properties, if you know what I mean.
What do you know about the Don?
I know enough not to mess with him. We used to be out here all alone, until they swept in and took the place over. But stick to his rules and he's a good man, if a hard taskmaster. Working in the fields isn't easy, but it gets you away from people. Space to think.
Can you sell me some weed or beer?
Surely can. And I have more to sell as well, if you're interested.
Who is Robar?
He's a salt-of-the-earth fellow. He farms this swamp. Well, this field.
Give me your protection money.
All right. I really don't want any nastiness.
What do you have to sell? What do you think about Don Esteban?
You can say what you like about the Don, but he's never left us in the lurch. You can always count on his word.
Stop right there, you coward.
That wasn't it. Oh no. Job well done.
Huh? That look. You've come for protection money.
Is this your land?
It's me that farms it. Then I use the brugal weed that grows here to make beer.
What can you tell me about the area around here?
You haven't been here long, have you? Let's see. Well, the boys in the camp all work for Don Esteban. They're collecting everything they can find made of gold. The Don must have a fortune in that temple by now.
Do you work for the Don?
Me? I've been on this farm all my life. One day, these ruins rise up out of the ground, all over the place. Then Don Esteban comes here. At least he keeps these creatures from the temple away.
Where did the gold the Don's collecting come from?
From those temple ruins, the ones that rose from the ground. They say there are treasures there, and creatures.
Could you teach me to make beer?
I suppose, if you have a basic knowledge of alchemy, but it would take you years to learn properly.
What's brugleweed?
They call it a weed, but it's not. Mostly grows in the swamp or along rivers. But you can find it most anywhere. Looks useless, but you can't get hops out here. Well, not cheap you can't. And this stuff will do the trick.
Is your beer any good?
There were those on the mainland who thought so. Barley man's export, they called it, till the island was cut off. Every time you think you're getting ahead, life just drags you down. Which reminds me, the camp is waiting for a delivery. I don't suppose you'd be interested in dropping some bottles off for me?
Why does everyone here see a new face and just assume I'll do jobs for them?
'Cause you need people that will owe you favours.
Favours?
You never know when you'll need them. Take these 10 bottles to Rachel, the camp cook. I need 50 gold coins for them, so I can pay my damn protection money.
All right, but one day I'll want to collect that favour.
Of course. Here's the beer. And don't forget, 50 gold pieces.
50. Yeah, I'll remember that. Maybe I could help you gather some brugleweed.
Well, it would save me some time. All right. But I need deliveries of 10 plants. I will give you 70 gold coins for every 10 you bring.
You can relax. I dealt with those bog bodies.
Now that is a relief. I knew you weren't all bad. Here, take this as a thank you.
I've heard that you trade with novices.
I do, but visitors have been rare lately.
I'm looking for magical items.
Who told you to come here? I get it. None of my business. As it happens, I do have some scrolls to sell.
I have some brugleweed for you.
Good job. Here's your gold. I can always use more plants. There are plenty of people who like beer. If you find more, you know the price.
I have some brugleweed for you.
Good job. Here's your gold.
What can you teach me about the basics of alchemy? Teach me alchemy.
Brewing beer is all about making the best use of the brugleweed. Boil it. You can use the alchemy table for that. That'll distill the taste. Then you can drain it into bottles to ferment.
Hey, you grow brugal. Do you have a brugal roll I can smoke?
I grow brugal to sell it. There's no other way to earn money out here. Do me a favour and buy it. Don't beg for it.
I have some brugleweed for you.
Good job. Here's your gold.
I have some brugleweed for you.
Good job. Here's your gold.
I'm here to collect your protection money.
What? Don't tell me you're one of Brogar's henchmen.
Let's say business partner in training.
Well, I'm sure you have your reasons.
Thanks, but I am still going to need that protection money.
Here, take it. I hope I can get some peace now.
Hey, who do those beers belong to?
What beers? The mine. Hey, I can't see them. Where are they?
Here, one beer for some information.
Hey, you got one. You're beautiful.
Here, 2 beers.
Beer! Here you go.
I don't have anything to ask at the moment.
That's too bad.
There, behind you. An enormous damn rotworm.
What? Where? Oh, man, you scared the life out of me. Don't ever do that again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Look out, behind you. A rotworm.
What? Where? Has it gone? A sneaky beast they are. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled.
What's the biggest thing you've hunted?
The number of times I've been asked that. I suppose it was one of the rotworms out here. But it doesn't always have to be big to be dangerous.
Your shoe is untied.
Oh, yeah? Well, I can still kick you with it if you're trying to mess with me. Got it?
I think I get it.
Haven't you got nothing better to do?
Too risky. The Don's wife, Rachel, seems tense about something.
The Don put her in charge of this mess, and if she can't feed people, how can she control anything else? Brogar wants the Don out of the way. Proving Rachel useless only helps him.
I heard there was a spy around here.
A spy? A spy for who? That's the last thing we need. People will start suspecting each other, blaming each other. Great. Something else has gone wrong.
Well, keep your eyes open. Hey, did you see a big guy with an axe come this way?
What are you talking about? This camp's full of big men with axes.
You have a proverb for every occasion, don't you?
A man without words is like a drum without a stick. Most of the people round here talk rubbish. Might as well say something worth hearing, eh?
Any news?
Well, apart from me having bunions the size of hen's eggs, no. Been pretty quiet. Hope it stays that way.
The swamp farmer sent me with 10 bottles of beer.
Ah, I wondered when that was going to arrive. Thank you. That saved me a walk.
Robar wants 50 gold coins for the beer.
That's pricey. Guess even Robar can't afford to be giving away things free at the moment. Here you go. Thanks for doing the legwork.
Too risky. Your work here's not too bad, but I've seen better.
You've seen better? And you're an expert, are you? You wouldn't know decent metalwork if someone shoved it up your arse and wiggled it around. You want to look again and reassess your thoughts? Or you want me to show you some really close up?
The men in the camp say you've never won a fair fight.
What's the point of a fair fight? You stick by the rules, you get beaten, or dead, or you become a white robe. I'd rather be dead than that.
I'm sure lots of people would prefer you dead than in a white robe.
You know what I think? I think sarcasm is gonna get you killed.
So about that little job I'm doing for you. There's no one left to collect from.
Right. So where's my 200 gold coins?
I did the work. I'm keeping the gold.
I knew you were shifty. Think you can get one over on Brogar, eh? Well, you've got a big shock coming, little fish, when you least expect it.
Brogar, I challenge you to fight me in the arena.
You ain't worth the walk.
I fought and defeated all your fighters. Will you face me now, or are you a coward?
Show a little respect, little fish. I'll fight you. Maybe that way I can teach you some respect. Hope you're ready for this. Ah! Yeah! Ah! Ah! Yeah! Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Ah! Yeah! 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 Not bad. I'm impressed. Stay in my good books and I can make something of a scrapper like you.
I think I can make something of myself.
You get too cocky with people, it'll be a grave you're making for yourself.
Hey, I took the liberty of lifting that piece of the sword blade from you.
You thieving bastard. Rob a man when he's down, would you?
You'd have done the same to me, Brogar.
Not now.
About Brogar. I defeated Brogar in the arena.
I did hear that. That must have been some battle. Now keep the pressure on him. You're getting close to nailing the bugger.
Brogar went down. You beat him. You really beat him.
We're all human.
Brogar? Human? Ha! Well, here are your winnings. One thing, Brogar won't let this lie.
I know. I want to make a bet. So, anyone else for me to fight?
Nah, no one springs to mind. Surely you've got other things to get on with. People like you usually have.
I now have all the pieces of the sword blade.
I was right. It is a beautiful piece of work. Good job it has me to return some life to it, eh? And you still standing there staring at me? Supposes I owe you some sort of reward? Come back when I've finished the sword. I'll show you what a true craftsman can make. Here, from the ashes comes the phoenix, eh? Fucking beautiful, innit?
It's beautiful.
Isn't it? Give it back to me now. You don't want to scratch that.
Thanks. It has a good balance. Here you go.
Yeah. The Don is gonna be one happy man when he claps his peepers on this.
I want to learn metalworking from you.
Maybe it would help to have someone around. But you give me even 2 halfpennies of shit, and you're out.
If I wanted the sword, what would it cost me?
What would you want with this? It's for the Don. Now I get you. You want to use this as your way to see him.
How much?
You couldn't afford this.
How much?
All right, 200. There's a lot of effort went into that.
200 gold coins. All right, give me the sword.
Who did you steal that pile from? All right, here's the sword. But you make sure you tell the Don who made it, all right?
You're the smith. I want to learn metalworking from you. Can you teach me how to forge metal?
Listen up, and no pissing around. You want to make a sword, you need a blank. First, you heat the blank, keeping the heating even. When it glows, then it's hot enough for you to beat into shape on the anvil. Then cool the blade in order to temper it. You use this whetstone to sharpen it. Any questions or smart-ass remarks?
No, that's making sense. Thank you.
Right. Of course, metalwork's not about swords. Get yourself a goldsmith's table and you can make jewellery. I can see what you're thinking, smart-ass. But try fucking around with someone that's got a magical amulet and see if you're still smirking. Magical pieces draw their power from the stone you set in them.
I want to forge a bastard sword.
You already know how to forge a sword, but for your larger kit, you have to change your technique. A large blade cools off faster, so you have to work faster and more precisely. Grab the hammer higher up, then you don't need as much power, and you can work faster. That precision will also help you with goldsmithing. You can create finer and richer pieces of jewellery that way.
I want to trade some iron ore for some sword blanks.
Piece of piss. Tell me what you want.
What have you got to trade? You're the smith. I want to learn metalworking from you. I want to forge a two-handed sword.
You have to make the hammer dance on the glowing blade. Fast, precise strokes. When you hear that special song of the unfinished blade, you're doing it right. That's how you bring out the very best properties of the metal and create a true masterpiece.
Did it. start again. That wasn't it. Had to start again. Yes. By the way, Brogar has ordered me to collect protection money for him.
What? Really? And who are you supposed to collect it from?
From all the men here who aren't one of his fighters.
He's really gone too far this time. How long has he been getting money from them?
No idea.
All right, just play along. Collect the gold and find out who's not paying so willingly. Then we might be able to put a nail in Brogar's coffin. He's not taking over this camp. Not while I live.
I certainly wouldn't want to see him with any real power. I collected all the money for Brogar. Now what?
If my husband learns about this, he'll have Brogar killed on the spot. Then he'll give me hell for not keeping an eye on things. Perhaps if you go to Brogar and tell him what you know, threaten to pass it on to Esteban, maybe he might buckle. That would help keep things calm here for a while at least.
Well, I'll try talking to him. I'm thinking maybe I should tell the Don what I know, Brogar.
About what? My protective, supportive funds? You think he'd believe a little fish like you over me?
We'll see, shall we?
Look, let's not get into a fight over this. I ain't forgotten the last one. I'll quieten things down, okay? Just don't think you can keep pissing me off.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Right. Good. Glad we got that clear.
Let Sam go hunting.
Okay, okay. Aren't you the soft-hearted one?
You can stop worrying about Brogar. I've dealt with him.
You're quite something. With him gone, I just hope the Don will find his old self again. But that's me talking about us, and I get the sense you've already outgrown us. You've got a spirit of adventure. This swamp isn't going to be good enough for you. Well, guess I better get back to my own work, eh? Good luck with wherever you go.
About your camp.
I've got everyone back to work on the tasks you'd given them.
Well, you're not like everyone else around here, are you? I'm impressed.
There has to be more that needs doing.
Single-minded, aren't you? No, but here's something as a thanks. Hopefully this camp will run a little smoother from now on.
You don't have to worry about your food supplies anymore. Sam is back out hunting.
So I heard. You've got a knack for this. Here, take this gold. Don't spend it too quickly.
By the way, you were right. Brogar folded.
Thank you. That will help calm things for now. Don't worry, that's not an end to it. When he's least expecting it, I'll slip something in his food. I know poisons that will work slowly to turn a person inside out over several weeks.
I might just stay away from your cooking in the future.
Here, you've earned a reward. Oh, and one more thing. Don't let Esteban know about this. He'd just blame me.
I'm not interested in getting you in trouble.
Now that's out of the way, I'd better get back to work. Thanks for all your help. You find anything else? Let me know.
I need a place to sleep.
Take Brogar's hut. I don't think anyone's going to dispute your right to it.
Well, I arrived here with just a mouthful of sand. So a shack in the swamp is a step up, I suppose. I heard the Don was interested in a sword, a golden sword. Well, I've got it.
Are you serious? So you actually found all the pieces? That's amazing. You can't even tell it was broken. Oscar certainly knows his metals.
Surely this is enough to get me an audience with the Don.
Are you kidding? He'll probably divorce me and marry you.
I'm guessing that means I can go in. Looks like you're moving on, Brogar. The Don's given me your hut.
You better watch your step, little fish, 'cause as soon as you stumble, my blade will be waiting.
Yeah. Don't think I won't be ready for you.
You won't see me coming, little fish.
I delivered your beer.
Yeah? But did you get my gold?
Yes, here it is.
That's a sight. Now I can get Brogar off my back. Thank you. I won't forget this. Consider a favour owed.
What, you going to spend your whole life hanging around?
Stop where you are. You ain't going another step closer to the Don.
Guarding. Guess that's a really important job.
Most important in the camp. I make sure people don't just stroll in to see the Don. He's very against strolling in. And I'm not pissing Rachel off or I won't get any grub. So, move along.
Rachel says I can talk to the Don.
Really? And I'm just supposed to believe you, eh?
Shall I bring her here? I'm sure she'd be delighted to know her orders aren't being followed.
Yeah, all right. I get the picture. Go in, but don't annoy him, or Rachel will be serving up both our guts for lunch.
How are we going to eat? All the farmers are in the town, no hunters are going
Gold
out.
and water, the secret treasures of the desert.
I've heard that too.
I've never seen anything like it.
Things will never change.
Boom banger bang, the worst failures in alchemy.
Could it be dangerous to us?
The price is ridiculous.
What do you want? What's behind that door?
No one's allowed into the Don's chamber. Don't even think about it. You'll regret it if you hang around here.
Right?
Ooh, am I drunk?
This lock is too difficult. It worked. That didn't do it. It broke. It worked.
What do you want?
Is it your habit to walk into places unannounced? Who are you?
A castaway. I've come to offer you my services.
A castaway? I need true men. Lucky men. You saw your ship wrecked beneath you. Do you see that as luck?
When all but one other died and I lived, I call that luck.
Well, I suppose we're all castaways on this island. Castaway by life, now castaway by those storms. I'll give you a chance, castaway. Prove your luck to me.
I have brought you the sword you were searching for.
This is Oscar's work. I can see that right away. We both sought this sword since we heard of it. Now here it is in my hands. Here, you deserve a little gold for bringing this to me. Pride gets eaten alive in this damn swamp. It gets swallowed by anger, poisoned by idleness. Sometimes I think Fincher is the only man-jack of them left with any self-worth. And Fincher told me that you have pride. But do you have substance? I am in need of pride. So I shall give you a chance to prove yourself, castaway.
Things will never change.
Do not touch what is not yours.
That's a lot of gold you have there.
It is from the ruins. The Don's men gather it like bees. I am the bee's sting.
How did an ogre wind up guarding gold for an outlaw?
Don Esteban saved my life. Now I owe him that life. I, Caracos, work for Don Esteban and for my honor.
The Don must trust you to leave you with all his gold.
Don Esteban says, there is no one better than Caracos. Honor is what matters to me. Gold does not bring honor, only greed.
Looks like the Don couldn't have found a better guard.
Some people have tested Caracos. None have passed.
I can believe that.
The disloyal find death. The loyal I train to defend Don Esteban.
You train the men here?
Don Esteban needs strong arms and sharp axes.
I want to improve my fighting skills.
Don wants this, the Inquisitor wants that. What about what we want?
Well, I wouldn't hear her.
I'd like to know more about what's happening here. Why are you and your men in this swamp?
The Inquisitor has his claws stuck deep into the flesh of this island. A firm grip on the harbor town and the monastery. Well, that's what he thinks. And that's what others see. The Inquisition's numbers growing. Men dragged into his service. What I see is a man making enemies. A man wasting his strength against the creatures in the ruins. So we wait here, the spider in the corner of the web, and we bide our time.
What is the Inquisitor looking for in the temple ruins?
The White Robes take everything they discover to the monastery, and there the mages are working to unlock some secret. This much I do know. So far, they've avoided this temple. But for how much longer?
Do the White Robes attack you and your men?
Right now, they are avoiding open war. But if they don't find what they're searching for elsewhere, I'm sure we can expect their eyes to turn to us.
What was it like before the Inquisitor was here?
Corrupt as any land ruled from the mainland. Governor after governor bleeding the people, courting favor. When their men, the garrison, were withdrawn to the mainland, we were ready. I took control. In the name of the people. The brothels were clean, the prices fair. Men had dignity, pride. Then the earth shook, the temple ruins rose, and the Inquisition and all their ways came after them. Why here? Of all the places they could have gone, why did they come here? The Inquisitor is hiding something from us, but I shall find his secret. And in the meantime, I shall strip as much as I can from those ruins. With gold. With gold, you can fight power.
What do you plan to do?
I want my town back. It is our town. It belongs to the people of this island, not the mainland. For that reason, I left some of my men there when we withdrew, gathering intelligence, frustrating the plans of the Inquisition. They were supposed to be sending me information, and I've heard little recently. These aren't times when plans run smoothly.
How can I help you?
Find out what is happening in Harbour Town. Find my men. I have no idea if my men are alive, imprisoned, dead, or worse, if they have defected. Go there. Discover the truth for me.
What are the names of your men in Harbour Town?
No, I don't trust you well enough for that. Go to the town and find them. And if you don't, and you are captured, without names there is still a chance they can stay free. I won't put my men in danger.
How do I get into Harbour Town without being seen by the Inquisition?
The town's rear gate is guarded by the old town watch. They are men without a master, and their loyalty can be bought with a little gold.
When everyone is corrupt, in gold you trust. I am willing to go to the town for you.
Good. Go and find if my people are still loyal. One more thing.
Yes.
The Inquisitor. Gather all the information you can about him. Here in this hole, I am deaf and blind. I have to know what that fanatic is planning. For my people. For my island.
About your pile of gold.
You will be paid your due. Or was there more to that question than greed?
Nothing. It was just a question.
So even you have secrets to keep.
If I'm to serve, I'll need better armor.
Favors are earned. Prove your value and favor will follow.
Town will be safe for a while, they say. So, the Don's giving you a chance.
Yes.
Lucky you.
Lucky me.
I know what it looks like, him skulking in that temple. Let me give you some advice. Don't underestimate him. He's just waiting for the right time. This island is the Don's, and he's going to take it back.
What do you do for the Don?
I take care of things for him. Keep an eye on people. Right now, that mostly means the Inquisition, these white robes. These excavation sites are on our island. What right have the Inquisition to take everything? If you're not going to let them take you, you best get yourself some training.
Are you expecting the Inquisition to attack you?
They're building up their forces, pushing closer every day. It's only a matter of time before they try and overrun us.
What do you mean they're taking everything?
They're everywhere. A group of them even settled not far from the swamp in the southeast. They've been looting the temple ruin that shot out of the ground there. If we could capture that outpost, It would keep them off us for a little longer. Give those beasts chance to whittle down their numbers.
I want to improve my fighting skills. Too risky.
What can I do for you? Perhaps some healing?
What can you offer for healing?
I have potions to ease your wounds. I'm well versed in the art of alchemy and prepare all potions myself.
Could you teach me something about alchemy?
That depends. Are you ready to learn? Is your mind open to the knowledge? Am I ready to teach you? Yes, I think I am. But there are dangers. This is not a discipline to be taken lightly. I shall guide you, but you must beware.
Surely not much can go wrong with mixing potions.
Normally, no. But the ingredients we use here are strange. We are far from the mainland, and the materials we are finding in these temples have unknown properties. My last experiment was almost literally my last, if you understand. So be warned.
Tell me more about your studies.
I am fascinated by those that built this temple, unraveling their ancient, dangerous secrets. This stone, for example. Obsidian, these ancients called it. Hugely resilient. It served them as a raw material for their weapons and armor. Weapons made of this would be very damaging.
So, if someone could find any weapons they had left behind. You're a mage, and you serve the Don.
Someone has to take care of the boys here. It falls to me to do so. It's an honor. And it allows me to do what I need to. The boys here are a little exuberant, but we have an arrangement. I heal them, and they leave me to carry out my studies in peace.
You study?
Certainly. There is much to discover here. Like, for example, the magic barrier in the lower vaults.
What can you tell me about the monastery?
It was a place of reflection and study, a place of meditation. Now, though, it is little more than a brutal training ground for the Inquisitor. Where once silence and thought reigned, now there is the sound of quarterstaffs clashing as the Order's warriors practice. But there are those there who remain studious, who keep the Order's knowledge.
Is there anyone there who will share this knowledge?
You could try Master Illuma. He teaches scroll making. Simple magic it may be, but it would be a good idea not to underestimate the power of scrolls.
Thank you. I will talk to him if I see him.
I would. You won't regret it.
What magic barrier?
They were clever, the builders of this place. They did not rely on just iron and stone to keep people out. They knew the power of magic, too. If you ever venture deeper into the temple, you'll find that out. And this isn't the only place on the island they protected with magic.
What must I do to acquire the skills needed in magic?
That path leads you to the harbor town. I think you should start your search for magic there.
Do you have things to sell? What can you teach me about alchemy? I am ready to learn more about alchemy.
You have learned about making potions through solution, but some plants need a little more preparation. You will need to filter and heat them more than once to take advantage of their properties. This method will also help you to strengthen solutions.
I'd like to learn more about alchemy.
Good. You're keen. Let me show you how to distill potions.
What effect does that have?
A distilled potion is much purer than a filtered potion. It doesn't contain impurities that can weaken or mask the effect. Thus, simple potions are strengthened, and you can create more complex ones from subtler ingredients. Many potions which permanently change your characteristics require distillation. It is an important technique.
By the way, don't worry. I didn't tell your husband about the business with Brogar.
Thank you. Like I said, he'd only blame me. Take this. It's all I can spare, but loyalty should be rewarded. I wish it could be bought.